Life is a series of beginnings and endings, a continuous flow of change that shapes who we are and what we become. Yet endings often carry a stigma, a sense of failure or loss that can overshadow their true purpose. To accept an ending is not to admit defeat, but to acknowledge the natural rhythm of life. It is a step toward growth, wisdom, and a brighter future. Understanding the inevitability of endings is a profound realization. Everything in life has its season, from relationships and careers to dreams and personal goals. While we may wish for certain chapters to last forever, the truth is that permanence is an illusion. Clinging to something that has outlived its purpose only hinders our ability to move forward. Acceptance begins with recognizing this truth, not as a source of despair, but as a gateway to transformation. Often, we resist endings because of the fear and uncertainty they bring. Letting go of something familiar, even when it no longer serves us, can feel like stepping into the unknown. This fear is natural. As human beings, we find comfort in stability and predictability. However, resisting the end of a chapter can lead to stagnation. Holding on to what is no longer meant for us prevents new opportunities from unfolding. It is only by embracing the end that we create space for new beginnings. The process of accepting an ending requires courage and self-reflection. It asks us to look honestly at our situation and admit when something is no longer aligned with our values, needs, or aspirations. This honesty can be painful, as it often involves confronting feelings of failure, regret, or unfulfilled expectations. But through this pain comes clarity. We learn to distinguish between what is worth holding on to and what we must release to grow. Acceptance also involves letting go of control. We cannot dictate every outcome in life, no matter how hard we try. There are times when external circumstances force an ending, whether it's the loss of a loved one, the closure of a career path, or the conclusion of a significant phase in life. In these moments, acceptance is an act of surrender, not in weakness, but in strength. It is a choice to trust in the flow of life and to believe that even endings beyond our control carry a purpose. One of the most liberating aspects of accepting an ending is the freedom it brings. When we stop fighting against what is inevitable, we release ourselves from the emotional weight of resistance. Instead of expending energy on holding on, we can redirect it toward healing, growth, and the pursuit of new opportunities. Acceptance is not about erasing the past or denying its impact. It is about integrating those experiences into our story and moving forward with a sense of peace. Moreover, endings are not the antithesis of beginnings. They are their catalysts. Just as a book must have chapters to move the story along, our lives require conclusions to pave the way for new adventures. The end of one phase is the seed of another, and each ending brings with it the possibility of renewal. When we accept this cyclical nature of life, we begin to see endings not as losses, but as transitions, opportunities to start anew with fresh perspective and purpose. Ultimately, acceptance of endings is an act of self-love and respect. It is a declaration that we value our well-being enough to let go of what no longer nurtures us. It is a recognition that our journey is constantly evolving and that every ending, no matter how painful, is a stepping stone to something greater. By embracing endings, we honor the past, empower the present, and open the door to a future filled with potential. In the rhythm of life, endings are not the final note. They are the prelude to a new symphony. Pain is an inseparable part of life. It is a universal experience that touches everyone, yet it is often something we shy away from, trying to suppress or avoid it altogether. However, acknowledging pain is a crucial step in healing and growing. It is not a sign of weakness, but rather a courageous act of embracing our humanity. To fully understand and appreciate the role of pain in our lives, we must first learn to face it head-on. Pain, whether physical, emotional, or psychological, carries an undeniable intensity. It can stem from the loss of a loved one, the end of a meaningful relationship, a failure to meet expectations, or any other moment that challenges our sense of stability and well-being. In these moments, it is natural to want to escape the discomfort, to numb ourselves or distract our minds. But by avoiding pain, we only prolong its presence and deny ourselves the opportunity to learn from it. Hope, true growth, begins when we allow ourselves to sit with our pain and acknowledge it for what it is. When we acknowledge pain, we are giving ourselves permission to feel deeply. Society often conditions us to suppress our emotions, labeling sadness, grief, or disappointment as negative or undesirable. Yet these feelings are essential to the human experience. They reflect the depth of our connections, the passion we bring to our endeavors, and the love we carry in our hearts. Pain is not an enemy. It is a messenger, reminding us of what matters most in our lives. Acknowledging pain also means naming it. Often we carry a vague sense of discomfort or sadness without fully understanding its source. Taking the time to identify the root of our pain can be an empowering act. It helps us to confront our fears, regrets, or unmet desires with clarity and honesty. This process of naming our pain allows us to better understand ourselves and our needs, paving the way for meaningful healing. The act of acknowledging pain does not mean wallowing in it. There is a difference between honoring our emotions and becoming consumed by them. When we face our pain, we create a space where we can process it without letting it define us. This requires self-compassion and patience. It's okay to feel vulnerable, to cry, or to admit that we are struggling. These moments of vulnerability are not signs of defeat, but rather evidence of our strength to confront life's challenges. In addition, acknowledging pain helps us build resilience. Each time we face our struggles head-on, we develop the tools and emotional fortitude to handle future hardships. Pain teaches us valuable lessons about perseverance, empathy, and adaptability. It shapes us into more compassionate individuals who can support others in their times of need. By embracing our pain, we become better equipped to navigate life's inevitable ups and downs. Another crucial aspect of acknowledging pain is seeking support when needed. Pain can often make us feel isolated, as though we are alone in our struggles. However, sharing our experiences with trusted friends, family, or even professionals can be incredibly healing. Opening up about our pain not only lightens its burden, but also strengthens our connections with others. It reminds us that we are not alone and that there is strength in vulnerability. Lastly, acknowledging pain is an act of acceptance. It is about coming to terms with the reality of our situation without judgment or resistance. Acceptance does not mean we are okay with what happened or that we condone it. It means we recognize it as part of our story. By doing so, we free ourselves from the grip of denial or avoidance and take the first step toward moving forward. In life, pain is inevitable, but suffering is optional. By acknowledging pain, we transform it from a source of despair into a source of wisdom and growth. It is through this process that we find the courage to heal, the strength to persevere, and the hope to embrace life's beauty once more. Pain, when faced and understood, becomes not a barrier, but a bridge to a more profound sense of self and connection. Pain is a powerful teacher. It has the capacity to shape our lives, refine our character, and deepen our understanding of ourselves and the world around us. Although pain is often unwelcome and uncomfortable, it holds valuable lessons that can lead to personal growth and resilience. To truly learn from pain, we must approach it with an open heart and a willingness to reflect on its meaning. Pain forces us to confront our vulnerabilities. It strips away the illusions of control or invincibility we may hold, reminding us of our human fragility. This confrontation can be unsettling, but it also opens the door to profound self-awareness. When we experience pain, we are compelled to ask important questions. What led me here? What can I change? What does this moment teach me about myself? These reflections are the foundation of growth, as they push us to dig deeper and uncover truths that might otherwise remain hidden. One of the most significant lessons pain teaches us is resilience. Life is full of challenges, and each painful experience we endure strengthens our ability to cope with adversity. Pain shows us that we are capable of surviving even the most difficult circumstances. Over time, we begin to trust in our own resilience, knowing that we have the inner strength to face whatever comes our way. This newfound confidence empowers us to approach life with courage, even in the face of uncertainty. Pain also teaches us empathy. When we endure hardship, we gain a deeper understanding of the struggles others face. It becomes easier to relate to their experiences, to offer kindness and support, and to approach relationships with compassion. Empathy born from pain is one of the most profound gifts we can give to others, as it fosters connection and understanding in a world that often feels fragmented. By learning from our pain, we become not only stronger individuals, but also more caring members of our communities. Another crucial lesson pain imparts is the importance of letting go. Many painful experiences stem from our attachment to people, outcomes, or expectations that no longer serve us. Pain urges us to release these attachments and make peace with what cannot be changed. Letting go is not a sign of weakness or defeat. It is an act of liberation. It allows us to move forward unburdened, creating space for new opportunities, relationships, and joys to enter our lives. Pain also invites us to reevaluate our priorities. When we experience loss, failure, or disappointment, we are often forced to consider what truly matters to us. These moments of introspection can clarify our values and guide us toward a more meaningful and purposeful life. For example, the pain of losing someone we love might remind us to cherish the relationships we still have. Similarly, the pain of a setback can inspire us to realign our efforts with our deepest passions and goals. In addition, pain helps us develop gratitude. While this may seem counterintuitive, enduring hardship often heightens our appreciation for life's simple pleasures. After navigating a period of darkness, we come to value the light even more. Small moments of joy, connection, or beauty take on greater significance, reminding us that even in the midst of pain, life holds countless reasons to be thankful. Finally, pain is a catalyst for transformation. It pushes us out of our comfort zones, forcing us to adapt, grow, and evolve. While we may resist change initially, pain often leads us to discover strengths, talents, or perspectives we never knew we possessed. It challenges us to rise above our circumstances and become the best versions of ourselves. Learning from pain is not an easy process, nor is it a linear one. It requires patience, self-compassion, and a willingness to embrace discomfort. However, the rewards of this journey are immeasurable. Pain, when approached with an open mind and heart, becomes more than a source of suffering. It becomes a guide, a mentor, and a reminder of our incredible capacity for resilience, empathy, and growth. Through pain, we discover not only who we are, but also who we are capable of becoming. Healing is a process that cannot be rushed. Whether it is physical, emotional, or psychological, healing unfolds in its own time, guided by our willingness to nurture ourselves and the natural rhythm of recovery. Yet, in a world that often values speed and immediate results, the patience required for healing can feel like a challenge. To embrace the reality that healing takes time is to honor the journey of transformation and growth that it offers. One of the most important aspects of healing is acknowledging its non-linear nature. It is rarely a straight path from pain to peace. Instead, it is a winding road with ups and downs, moments of progress, and setbacks. On some days, we may feel like we are moving forward, while on others, we may feel stuck or even regress. This fluctuation is not a sign of failure, but a natural part of the process. Each step, no matter how small, contributes to the larger picture of recovery. Healing also requires patience. In a culture that thrives on instant gratification, waiting for wounds to mend, whether they are of the heart or the body, can feel frustrating. We might wish for a quick fix or a shortcut to bypass the discomfort. However, true healing cannot be hurried. It is a process that demands time, care, and consistent effort. Just as a physical wound needs time to scab over and regenerate, emotional wounds require space to be acknowledged, processed, and understood. Compassion is another key ingredient in the healing journey. Often, we are our harshest critics, expecting ourselves to get over pain quickly or to bounce back as though nothing happened. This self-imposed pressure can impede our progress, as it denies the validity of our emotions and experiences. To heal, We must treat ourselves with the same kindness and understanding we would offer a dear friend. It is okay to feel vulnerable, to take time off, and to ask for help when needed. Healing is not a race. It is a deeply personal journey that unfolds at its own pace. The process of healing also involves learning to let go of unrealistic expectations. We may hope for complete closure or wish to return to how things were before the pain began, but healing does not always mean returning to our previous state. Instead, it often involves creating a new normal, one that integrates our experiences and allows us to move forward with newfound wisdom and strength. Healing changes us, and accepting this transformation is an essential part of the process. A crucial aspect of healing is allowing yourself to feel. Suppressing emotions or pretending everything is fine may seem like a way to protect ourselves, but it often delays recovery. Healing requires us to confront our pain head-on, to grieve our losses, and to process our emotions fully. This can be uncomfortable, but it is through this discomfort that we release the emotional weight we carry. By giving ourselves permission to feel, we create the conditions necessary for true healing. Support from others also plays a significant role in the healing journey. Sharing our struggles with trusted friends, family, or professionals can provide comfort and perspective. Sometimes simply being heard and validated by someone who cares can make a world of difference. Healing is not something we have to do alone. It is often strengthened by the presence of compassionate individuals who remind us that we are not alone in our pain. Finally, healing is about embracing hope. It is the belief that even in the darkest moments, there is light ahead. While the pain may feel overwhelming at times, healing reminds us that it is temporary. By focusing on small moments of progress, celebrating victories, no matter how minor, and trusting in our ability to recover, we cultivate the resilience needed to move forward. Healing takes time, but it is time well spent. It is a journey that teaches us patience, self-love, and the value of persistence. Through healing, we grow stronger, wiser, and more compassionate, not only toward ourselves, but also toward others. It is not merely the act of mending what is broken, but the process of becoming whole again, transformed by the lessons we learn along the way. Letting go of emotional weight is one of the most liberating and transformative acts we can undertake. Emotional weight often stems from holding on to pain, anger, resentment, or regret that no longer serves us. It weighs us down, clouds our thoughts, and keeps us tethered to the past, preventing us from fully embracing the present and future. Learning to let go is not about forgetting or dismissing what we've been through. It's about releasing the grip that negative emotions have on us so we can find freedom, peace, and joy. The first step in letting go of emotional weight is recognizing that we are carrying it. Emotional weight can manifest in various ways. Feelings of constant fatigue, difficulty finding joy in the present, or a lingering sense of dissatisfaction. Sometimes it's tied to specific events or people, while other times it's a vague burden that's hard to pinpoint. Taking time to reflect and identify what is holding us back is crucial. This might mean acknowledging unresolved issues, unspoken words, or lingering grudges that keep resurfacing in our minds. Letting go also requires a willingness to confront our emotions. Often we suppress or avoid our feelings because they are uncomfortable or painful. However, bearing these emotions only gives them more power over us. By facing our pain, anger, or regret directly, we take the first step toward releasing it. This might involve journaling, meditating, or talking to a trusted friend or therapist. The act of naming and expressing our emotions can be incredibly cathartic, allowing us to process them in a healthy way. A key part of letting go is forgiveness, not necessarily for others, but for ourselves. Forgiveness does not mean condoning someone else's actions or forgetting what happened. Instead, it is about freeing ourselves from the cycle of resentment and anger. When we hold on to grudges, we give the people or situations that hurt us continued control over our emotions and lives. Forgiving is a way of reclaiming that control. It's a declaration that we will no longer allow the past to dictate our present or future. Another important aspect of letting go is challenging the narratives we tell ourselves about our pain. Sometimes we hold on to emotional weight because we've internalized beliefs that keep us stuck. For example, we might tell ourselves that we deserved the pain we experienced, or that letting go means we are weak or uncaring. These narratives are often rooted in fear or insecurity. It becomes compressioning these thoughts and replacing them with more compassionate and empowering beliefs, we can start to break free from their hold. Letting go also involves embracing change. Emotional weight often stems from a desire to hold on to the way things were, or from resisting the reality of what is. Acceptance is a powerful tool in the process of letting go. It means acknowledging what cannot be changed and choosing to move forward despite it. Acceptance is not about giving up. It's about finding peace with the present and opening ourselves to new possibilities. Practicing self-care is essential in this journey. Letting go of emotional weight requires energy and emotional resilience, both of which are strengthened by taking care of our physical and mental well-being. Engaging in activities that bring joy, relaxation, and a sense of purpose can help us release tension and refocus our attention on what truly matters. Surrounding ourselves with supportive people who uplift and encourage us also makes a significant difference. Finally, letting go is a gradual process. It's not something that happens overnight or through a single moment of clarity. It requires patience, persistence, and compassion for ourselves as we navigate the ups and downs of emotional healing. There will be times when old emotions resurface or when we feel tempted to slip back into familiar patterns. In these moments, it's important to remind ourselves of why we are letting go and to trust in the process. Letting go of emotional weight is a gift we give ourselves. It is an act of self-love and liberation that allows us to live more fully and authentically. By releasing the burdens of the past, we create space for joy, hope, and new opportunities to enter our lives. It is through letting go that we rediscover our inner strength and find the freedom to move forward with a lighter heart and an open mind. Transformation through growth is one of life's most profound journeys. It is the process of evolving from who we are into who we are capable of becoming. Growth is rarely easy. It often requires us to face challenges, adapt to changes, and step outside our comfort zones. Yet, it is through these very struggles that we discover our strength, resilience, and potential. Transformation is not just about changing externally, but about deep internal shifts that align us with our true purpose and values. Growth begins with self-awareness. To transform, we must first understand where we are and who we are. This involves reflecting on our thoughts, behaviors, and patterns. What motivates us? What holds us back? What aspects of ourselves need nurturing or changing? This kind of introspection can be uncomfortable because it forces us to confront our flaws, fears, and insecurities. However, it is in this honest acknowledgement of ourselves that the seeds of growth are planted. Challenges are often the catalysts for transformation. Life's difficulties, whether they come in the form of loss, failure, or unexpected change, push us to adapt and evolve. While these moments may feel overwhelming, they also present opportunities for growth. They teach us valuable lessons about perseverance, patience, and adaptability. Each challenge we face is a chance to strengthen our character and expand our perspective. It is through overcoming obstacles that we realize our capacity to rise above adversity and create a better version of ourselves. Transformation also requires a willingness to let go of what no longer serves us. This might include outdated beliefs, toxic relationships, or unproductive habits. Holding onto these things can keep us stuck in patterns that inhibit growth. Letting go can be difficult because it often involves stepping into the unknown. However, it is only by releasing the old that we can make space for the new. Letting go is an act of courage and trust, signaling our readiness to embrace change and move forward. A key element of growth is embracing discomfort. Transformation rarely happens in a place of ease. It is in moments of discomfort that we are stretched and challenged, forcing us to learn, adapt, and grow. For example, taking on a new role, learning a new skill, or addressing a personal shortcoming may feel daunting at first. Yet it is through these experiences that we gain confidence, develop new abilities, and build resilience. Discomfort is not a sign that we are failing. It is a sign that we are growing. Transformation is also fueled by the pursuit of knowledge and curiosity. Growth involves continually seeking to learn and expand our understanding of the world and ourselves. This might mean reading books, engaging in meaningful conversations, exploring new environments, or reflecting on past experiences. Each new piece of knowledge or insight adds to the mosaic of who we are, helping us to grow into more well-rounded and enlightened individuals. Support from others plays a significant role in the process of growth. While transformation is ultimately a personal journey, the encouragement and wisdom of others can provide guidance and inspiration, whether it's a mentor, friend, or family member. Having people who believe in us can make all the difference. They remind us of our potential when we doubt ourselves and celebrate our progress along the way. Finally, transformation through growth is an ongoing journey. There is no final destination or endpoint where we become finished. Life is constantly changing, and we are constantly evolving in response to it. Each stage of growth lays the foundation for the next, creating a cycle of continuous self-improvement and discovery. It is important to approach this journey with patience and self-compassion, recognizing that growth takes time and effort. Transformation through growth is one of the most rewarding paths we can take. It allows us to shed limiting beliefs, embrace new possibilities, and live more authentically. By committing to this journey, we not only change ourselves, but also impact the world around us in positive ways. Growth transforms pain into strength, challenges into opportunities, and dreams into reality. It is through this process that we become the best versions of ourselves and unlock the limitless potential within us.